Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you are returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not science specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. May say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. I would also strongly recommend, especially if you're newer here, go back into my archives about maybe 6 to 8 months. You may find some titles back there that resonate more for you in the present. As my readings do kind of reach out into the future just a little bit sometimes. Again, take only the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. I have started to notice that the readings, I listened back to yesterday's reading and I just keep reading. When I throw cards, I'm just reading what I see. But it kind of sounded, when I listened back, it sounded like a couple of different stories that were all kind of like blending in at the same time. It just kind of means that they're all happening at the same time. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same person or the same person. The main character doesn't necessarily have to be the main character throughout the entire story. So it literally could go, I could be talking about one aspect of your life and then immediately shift into another person that is also playing another part in the same story within your life. So again, take it how it resonates, leave the rest behind. Let's jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Hope everybody is doing well, feeling good, rested. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Okay. Okay. So in the current energy, it feels like the way that it came across, it feels like it feels like a failure. So maybe somebody made a decision because indecision is here. So it kind of feels like and I'm kind of laughing because next to it coming into the near future is adjacent possibility. So it kind of feels like there's someone here who is a little bit torn. It feels like what they may have come from, or they may have made previous decisions that did not fare so well. They ended up being like a huge disaster. So it feels very much like a crossroad energy. Somebody's at a crossroad. They're concerned about repeating a certain cycle, not wanting to go back into it. Okay. I do get the impression that somebody here has done some significant healing, overcoming a broken heart, and or are thinking about ways in the recent past for them to get over the brokenness, the broken parts, because evidently there was something, again, something didn't work out the way that they had planned. And now they're a little bit concerned about moving forward, going into the near future. I feel as though there are a number of different paths that this person can take, but because of what they experienced, they're kind of lacking the confidence to move forward. It feels a little bit like insecurity. Okay. What's in the environment? I keep looking over because there's something here that's catching the light, and I had to just cover that up. Something that was catching the light. So when I shuffle, I can see light kind of doing something on the side of from my peripheral, and I recognize it was a reflection. I'm like, okay, let me cover that. It was distracting. What's in the environment? Okay. Now I wasn't going to make this a gender thing. I still am not. but it definitely feels like a masculine towards a feminine, because what it feels like in the environment, it kind of feels like this masculine energy has some kind of belief, or they see maybe the object of their affection or somebody that they're interested in. They see abundance in that connection or with that person, or they think that they would have abundance with this person, right? But it kind of looks like, honestly, it kind of feels like somebody's kicking themselves. And I feel like this person is also maybe struggling with whether or not this woman, the feminine, divine feminine, okay, we'll just call this karmic masculine. And you know what? I don't even say he's karmic. Maybe he may have been karmic too. He may have been karmic at one point. But I kind of feel like he's maybe overcoming that. This masculine has done some healing, because they're no longer in this brokenhearted space. So that would lead me to believe that he's done some work. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here, it feels as though the path towards this abundance with this relationship with this woman, either he dismissed the pathway was obscured, or he just didn't recognize it, that's what this woman may have represented, right? But now the concern is even bigger, because this person is getting over a broken heart, dealing with some insecurities about moving forward. But I think on the back of his mind, he's wondering if this woman is either still available, or does this woman even think about me? I'm getting a whole lot of, I just don't know. Okay. What's in the background? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what this looks like? It kind of looks like a masculine who's kicking themselves for walking away from this feminine, the divine feminine. I get a sense too that they may be a little restless. They may be suffering from some kind of anxiety. They may feel as though their chance has been thwarted, or like maybe they missed an opportunity. Okay. If this person had originally chosen someone else, like say they made another choice, okay? They did not choose to come towards the divine feminine. They did not choose to go down the temple path. They didn't do any of that. They made another choice. That choice evidently broke their heart. Made the wrong choice, right? Because they choose to walk away. I think I mentioned this in another reading. It's like a masculine may have chosen or elected to walk away, or kind of abandon a divine connection, because it would have required him to actually show up. It would have required more work, more effort out of him than what he was willing to give at the time. And so now again, like I said, somebody here is feeling kind of restless, could be dealing with some anxiety, because like, oh, I walked away from what actually was abundant because maybe I didn't recognize it. So now I'm worried if the divine feminine even has the same feelings for me. I do get the sense that this person, they may find you very attractive. They may be very sexually attracted to you. But they really, I think maybe that also may have been a concern too, or may have been an issue. This person may have only operated from that space. So maybe, and I hate to say this, maybe they had only initially looked at this feminine as just a sexual partner, not realizing at all that she was his door to spirit. Dealing with her, because that's, I'm looking at the way the cards are kind of connecting, she would have been his direct pipeline to the blossoming abundance. Okay. Fears and concerns. Oh. Okay. Part of their fears or concerns are, I got two messages. Part of the concern, and I feel like this is valid, this energy feels like somebody intuitively already knows that this relationship is over. Any access that they have or have had to you now is only going to be, it's significantly minimized. I'm choosing my words carefully. I'm actually letting spirit guide these words out of my mouth because I can hear, there's like a whole dialogue going on in my head. This masculine energy intuitively knows, they're worried. I mean, there is a fear here, but they're worried that this thing is over. Intuitively, they may believe that they already know that there's no going back. The ship has sailed, right? Part of the other layer of this may be like the only way that they will ever have access to you is if, like, say, if you have some type of online presence, if you're on social media or whatever. It has come up in other readings where there's, stalking and, watching, and that's because that's as close as they can get to you. Part of this person's blockage, and I kind of feel like this was maybe an ongoing thing, their heart chakra may be compromised. So this person may have a real hard time being open and giving of themselves. I kind of get the impression this person, again, they're kind of kicking themselves because they didn't recognize who this feminine was initially. They didn't recognize that. Potentially they may also be part of their blockage. Like I said, if they've chosen something else, they may still be connected to that other person, and the person that they're connected to may actually have some love for them, but this gentleman does not feel the same way. Part of what they need to release is that anxious energy that they're carrying, and they're anxious. I just get a lot of like restlessness. I said that over here. Like I get a lot of restlessness here. Really what I'm seeing, even I haven't pulled a single tarot card. Really what I'm seeing, it kind of feels like this person may have made decisions based on the value system that they were operating from at the time. Yeah, and so literally part of the lesson here for this person, they got to do the work to like heal themselves. If they want to, because I do get this energy here. Somebody's heart chakra is very much compromised. So this person, and I don't have like throat chakra things here just yet, But it feels to me like this person may have never really, if you connected with this gentleman, this person may have never fully gave their heart to you. If that makes sense. You may have fully given your heart to them. It's kind of giving that breadcrumby type energy, like somebody you like breadcrumbing. But literally, I feel like this man genuinely has love, and he doesn't know. It's like he has love in his heart, but he doesn't really know what to do with it or how to fix it. He doesn't know how to fix this. And it's largely because I feel like he's not. That's too much of a blanket statement. It feels more like he has the capacity to actually heal, but may not have recognized that it's up to him to heal himself. I hope that makes sense. Yep. And unfortunately, let me take this one last card. I kind of feel like this person is being kind of forced into a situation to heal. And they're not really, I don't feel like this person is really expecting it. Just based on the way this looks, they're going to be forced into this healing energy because of the losses that they're getting ready to experience. They're getting ready to experience a loss. And I feel like the loss stems from the fact that they didn't, I said it in the last few readings, like they had a really small window of time where they could have fixed this. They could have fixed it. This kind of tells me like now they're going to have an opportunity to heal, and they ain't going to have much choice. They ain't going to have much choice but to heal. And that's kind of what the purpose, it kind of feels like that's what the purpose of all of this has been for this person. I feel like divine feminine may have been introduced into the scene so that to help this masculine like wake up, to help this masculine heal. I've been saying divine feminine has been the gift. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all operate in our masculine and feminine energy. This divine feminine was sent here to wake this gentleman up. And because he was afraid of the amount of responsibility that he would have had to kind of take on in dealing with this feminine, he chose to make other decisions. Those decisions turned out to be a huge flop. Now he is being given an opportunity to heal and to do the work. It's almost by force, unfortunately. Listen. I've said it and I've said it and I've said it. They got to kind of accept like the hand that they're being dealt right now. The work that needs to be done, there's nothing that this person can do to avoid that work. I feel like this person has been running for a really long time, running from accountability, responsibility. Like, yeah, they may have been responsible in certain areas, but there's another part of their life very much that they've mishandled people, situations, opportunities. And so now what they're being faced with, they really don't have any other choice but to just accept it, find some acceptance in what's taking place. Some things are being reworked in this person's life, and there's not a whole lot they can do about it. And while this gentleman is healing, see, I believe here that the blossoming abundance that he would have found in staying connected to the divine feminine would have actually brought him the peace that he was seeking. But unfortunately, he may not get a second chance. He may not get a second chance. Oh yeah, he may not get a second chance, and he's also not going to be able to get any help here. And that's divinely orchestrated. That's divinely orchestrated. He is insecure about the lack of, or the potential of or lack of adjacent possibilities. He's leery about moving forward, but he doesn't have any help in this situation. I feel like this masculine is being guided. The masculine is being guided. This person is being guided. Whatever spirit is taking this person through, they have to go through this alone. They are not getting any assistance. They made the wrong choice. You know what's crazy? Oh, yes, this person is not happy. So this person, oh my God, okay, so literally God sent divine feminine to this person, okay? God sent the feminine, this divine feminine energy to this person. This person chose wrong. I also kind of feel like, just with these cards here, I feel like they may either intuitively understand, with deep knowing and higher power in the upright. They may have some intuitive knowing that they fucked up. The sun and happy both in the reverse. They fucked up. I think they realize now they recognize that they didn't put in any of the foundational groundwork to allow the relationship to blossom the way that it should have. Yep. And I feel like, oh yes, let's oh, it's done. Okay. All right. So based on what's in the environment and what's going on in the background, I feel like this person made a choice, right? They walked away from the divine feminine and all of her abundance. They didn't give, they didn't build, they didn't do anything. And as a result, I kind of think this is kind of like a snatch back, because it feels like when this masculine made the decision to like walk away, automatically this energy of the divine feminine, when this man chose to walk away, it's kind of like I said, God put this feminine in this masculine's life to help heal him, help save him, right? Help elevate him. But as soon as he made the decision to walk away from her, it's like that opportunity had been snatched right back. Okay, since this is how you treat the gifts that I give you, guess what? I'm taking it back. This is now no longer yours. It's not available to you anymore. And so now this person is desperate. I heard desperate. I was going to say restless again, but this feels more like desperation. It feels like they're desperate now to try to correct what they've previously done. However, feminine has turned her back. And while he may think that there's still an opportunity, or he's kind of worried about whether or not she'd still, be bothered to entertain him, unfinished symphony is in the reverse. Symphony is done. And now he has no choice but to watch from a distance. I did not say that before. I said he's kind of worried because here he realizes that, one, that it's over, and two, the closest that he'll be able to get to the feminine is literally watching from a distance. Like maybe watching your social medias or, whatever you have online. That may be as close as they're ever going to get to you. And they recognize that now. Yeah, they're not real comfortable with the idea of change or the changes that they're having to go through right now in the present. Oh my God. Part of their blockage, remember I said like part of the blockage here is like this, their heart chakra was compromised or whatever. What's crazy is that part of their blockage here, it almost feels as though there's an expectation that the feminine would continue to be loyal to them, to still have, I heard, to still be carrying a torch. Yikes. So part of the blockage here, it definitely feels like somebody thinking that maybe this feminine is still holding a torch for him. Yeah, okay. What I say in a reading yesterday, I was like, if you want to come back, they want to have a reconciliation. I don't think this person even knows why. I don't even think they know why. It's kind of like you see the value of the feminine after the fact, but you had already made your choice. So why do you want to come back? Why do you want to be in the divine feminine's life? Or why do you want her in your life? Part of their lesson was to kind of get over their fear and to stop trying to like control how the relationship was to play out. I feel like, again, remember I said like they may have recognized that this feminine would have required them to really step their game up. And this person was just freaked out by that whole prospect. They weren't ready. It's kind of like I said, like they prayed and prayed and prayed for what they wanted, this ideal person. And when the person showed up, they're like, no, not that. It's wild. So best course of action, like I said, they're about to lose. They're losing all the things that they thought were going to make them happy. And it's literally as divine timing. It just is happening in divine timing. They engaged in situations that they like connected to people or several people that were not. This is the same energy. It's kind of like this isn't what they wanted. They went after what they thought was going to be everything, and it turned out to not be it. And now they're kind of feeling a little bit torn up because it feels so unfair. It feels so unfair for them to be losing all the things that they thought were of value to them before. all the things that were important. All because they refused to actually put in any work. Like I said, they had a small window of time when they could have actually come in to maybe make some changes or corrections within the dynamic, and they just chose not to. They didn't. All right. Yeah. This person, this masculine child, this masculine, I kind of feel like this person was more focused on their resources and finances. They were looking at the like, this is the kind of person who just deems abundance and prosperity as just being solely financial, and latched on or chose a woman. It feels a lot more like based on attraction, like sexual attraction and lust more than love. This doesn't feel like love at all. Listen, this person lied. This person, that's why they're not getting a second chance. This person lied. They may have been very cold and detached as well. But again, I'm getting the energy. This is a person who, like, they made choices that were based on what they wanted. And then even had the nerve, they even take on the position of trying to defend the decisions that they've made. And they don't understand why feminine might be a little standoffish. Oh, damn. I said, going into the near future, I said, whatever they're being faced with, it's divinely orchestrated. Like, the spirit's trying to guide this person. They're not going to get any help with the decisions that they need to make. But this situation is over. Death and the Six of Swords. Like, there's a permanent ending here. And now they really got to focus on what they're doing, what they're going to do next. Because, yeah. Child, things did not go the way that they planned. It did not go the way that they planned. I did hear this person may have even tried to, like, make the feminine jealous. They were trying to win at all costs, baby. This whole thing went left. They lost all control of this situation. There's no success here. There's no happiness here. And this person walks around wearing a mask, and the thing is that they live in they're living in their ego right now. And they're really hoping that nobody can see that, but I'm like, I see it. They see right here, this chariot is out here twice, both in the reverse, baby. This person may not, number one, they may not be, and I've said it before, they may not be able to travel towards you. They may want to, but they're unable to. They may not have the means. But I'm also seeing here, literally, this feminine is not moving forward with this person, and he knows it. He knows it. See, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, well, building blocks in the reverse, like, this is the epitome of, I want to have this solid ass relationship, right? But I don't really want to put the work and effort in to build the foundation. I just want it to just be. And I want to say, I think I said this to my last client, because this is very similar to an energy. It's kind of like it's like they wanted a relationship. And the feminine here may have been in this relationship like by herself, because she was doing all the doing. She was the one fostering and building the foundation to this relationship, and all he had to do was just do his part and just show up, right? But once this feminine was like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to show up and do some work, this guy was like, I don't know, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. I said they stressed out. Somebody here is stressed out. They could be having sleepless nights, right? Trying to figure out how to listen, the Queen of Pentacles is not for you. You walked away from her. You walked away from her. And now you are stressed out. You are worried. You are trying to take a break from like stressing, but you can't help it. Now you want to come in and apologize or whatever. But again, like I said, he's worried that the feminine may no longer feel the same, and that this thing is over. And the only way that he's going to have access to her is now from child. I said the world is out here twice. He's going to have to watch this feminine rise from a distance. She got the call. She accepted the call. He got the call. He didn't take that call. He didn't want to, because it came with too much responsibility, and he didn't want to own that responsibility. This is a boy, not a man. Boy. This feminine has surpassed him. Listen, he's worried that judgment has been called, all because, like I said, this person was never really loyal to the connection, never put in any real effort. So yeah, it's over. Why on earth would she sit around waiting for you to get your shit together and come back? Come on now. And part of the blockage is they want to go. They may have. It kind of feels like this person, remember when I said like they want to go back, but I don't think this person really understands why. Because what this feels like, it feels as though this person may want to revisit or come back to the situation. The problem is that the level of love that this feminine may have felt has diminished significantly. So the feelings are not there anymore. The feelings are not there like this. They're not there anymore. So he feels very pressured emotionally because maybe he's stuck in a loveless situation. But here's the thing. Judgment's already been called. So if you're feeling weighed down masculine, if you're feeling weighed down by the decisions that you made, you got to suck it up. This what did I say? This person don't even know why they want to come back to you. They look at you as they look at the feminine as their 10 of cups, right? They look at this feminine as the 10 of cups, but I said it here. This person doesn't actually want to do the work or put the work in to do for themselves. It's almost like they're looking to this feminine to save them from themselves, from the decisions that they made. So if they really and genuinely want to be in this 10 of cups energy, and they really feel like you're their 10 of cups, they actually have to give they have to give to this connection. And they're just not in a position to. They're still not in a position to. And part of the lesson here in all of this, their manipulation, okay, because I'm going to tell you the way this looks, and it was manipulation. This person thought that they could breadcrumb you to death, thinking that you would just continue to give. This person, I really feel like this masculine energy really felt like they could just keep doing what they were doing, and that the divine feminine would continue to be unconditionally loving throughout all of it. They just were going to continue to abuse this feminine energy until she put a stop to it. The lesson of all of this was you lost the very thing that you wanted because you were playing games. You were playing games, and in the end, the divine feminine actually won the game. Wild. So now this person doesn't want to argue. I'm getting the energy. It's kind of like they want to come out of conflict. Because they're unhappy. They're kind of unhappy with the situation that they're in. Again, there's been injustice, and they don't like how things are shaking out for them right now. Like my son is getting ready to walk in. All right, let's do one more pass. Where are we at? 41 minutes. Let's do one more pass really quick. Yeah, they don't, they're very heavily burdened at this point. They're heavily burdened by the fact that the relationship has come to an end. This person, I want to say primarily, I think they recognize, and they may, I don't know if they recognize this now, but this person acted very immaturely. They made the wrong choice. Okay. Especially if this person comes in here with like, I was so confused. No, you just had a whole lot of options. And now this person is like really stuck in the past. But here's the thing. All this person did was lie. They're a liar. They're a liar. And now they want to come in and tell you how they feel. But here's the thing. I said they don't want to do any of the work, and they've not done any of the work. They just want to have this magical relationship thrown into their lap, and it go swimmingly without them having to put any real effort into it. Hard pass. Sorry, guy. Hard pass. Hard pass. You chose to invest elsewhere, and you're worried because this person recognizes that they lied. They recognize it. They know that this. I kind of feel like it's interesting because this person they realize on one hand that everything that's going on in their life right now is a byproduct of all the lies that they've told. So it almost feels like, while they're very unhappy with the current state of their life, I do think that this person has a very profound understanding. It's because of the three damn cups. This person liked to play in third party energy. And the feminine doesn't deserve that. They took too long. And now communication is blocked. And so now they're very upset. Like the communication has been blocked, and now they're upset because the relationship is in disharmony. They're not getting a second chance. 10 of Swords. Not getting a second chance. The world, you played silly games and won silly ass prizes. That's what this is. And they invested most of their time in, juggling the divine feminine, but mostly by treating her like an option. They treated her like an option. And this person, I think I said this several readings ago where I was like, this person almost was like in the mindset of like, whoever has the most hoes wins. That's this energy that I have here on the board. It's kind of like they were playing a game. And they played their hand poorly and incorrectly. And then they ended up losing everything. And now they don't really have any choice but to just take it. They have to accept what's happening to them because of the way that they've been moving, and they've been moving this way the entire time. So do I feel bad? Do you feel bad? I don't think you feel bad. We don't feel bad. Get what you get, and you don't have a fit. All right, let's get into these index cards. Somebody lies on the kids to them or about them. Someone says, I project my fears onto you to scare you. Someone's in deep regret. Neighbors may be significant. Somebody's an experienced high priestess or witch. Somebody's sending negative energy, vibes, or black magic towards you. There may be a significant Virgo. You may be a Virgo. Someone is trying to keep you second guessing, or maybe they're second guessing. Someone's in the public eye. You're being seen. Somebody's ulterior motives are being revealed. Lies are coming to the surface. Somebody utilizes manipulation tactics. Something's a blessing in disguise. Someone hates that your intuition is on point. Somebody uses cruelty masked as tough love. Archangel Zadkiel's out here for forgiveness, mercy, and benevolence. Somebody is infertile, unable to birth ideas and or children. A stepsister may be involved. Somebody's been warned to stop. Truth is being exposed. So lies coming to the surface and truth being exposed. Big themes. End game, a cycle is over. Siblings may be involved. They're connected to the stepsister, so definitely a sibling could be involved here. Somebody uses sex to get their way or to cloud judgment. You're supported by your tribe. Sorry, not sorry. So somebody's really not that sorry. Somebody's also been trying to affect your second house of self-worth, or somebody's been trying to affect your finances. Somebody's having money problems or poor spending habits, or somebody may be having, they have issues with money. Somebody's made some foolish mistakes. Someone is seeing things as they are, but refusing to let go. Spirit is telling them to abandon ship. At the bottom of the deck is mother. This mother keeps coming out. Whether you're a mother, you are a mother, or a mother figure. All right. All right. I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you or gave you clarity or confirmation over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all my information is below in the description box. I am still running a special for live sessions for 1/11/11. The special is running until the end of November, so get in where you fit in. And again, also go back into my archives. If you're newer here, go back into my archives a few months and see if there's titles back there that may resonate more for you now in the present. I've actually gone back and watched videos from like 2 years ago when some of these storylines first started like showing up on my radar. I do believe that we're kind of getting ready to come to some kind of culmination and closing this out, because November is coming up. And what was I saying before? Several months ago, everything kept pointing towards before the holidays or around the holidays, and holidays for me starts around Thanksgiving. So we'll use that as our guide. All right. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, and super thanks, and all the new bookings from new clients. I appreciate all of you. Continue to support each other in the comments. And please, please, please remember to love yourself the way that I love you. Take care. Till next time.